Hello. It becomes a chant.
Yeah, our
it becomes a chant. Mystery Files chant. Welcome to the Mystery Files.
Mystery Files.
Today, we have a fun special case located in Pittsburgh, PA. We are very excited. We did some ghost hunting in our last special. Continuing that trend today. Could I have a little drum roll, maybe?
Yeah, of course.
Yay!
This is all for the fans. I already know.
Yeah, this is all for you
guys.
This is for you. I mean, you can read the title, but we're still going to have a little drum roll. Okay.
Are y'all ready?
Yes. This week on the Mystery Files podcast, we are covering the case of Pittsburgh's haunted libraries. Ooh.
Spooky libraries.
Ooh, Logan's so surprised. Logan didn't know.
I had no idea.
Yeah, Logan had no idea. I just told Logan to show up. Yeah.
Do you know about... I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast before, but do you know that one Halloween episode of Boy Meets World where they go to their high school library and there's a killer?
No.
What?
Why do I literally forget? I've watched all of Boy Meets World, but I kind of forget that episode.
It was one of their Halloween ones.
Okay, I'm gonna have to find it.
Well, that's gonna be us.
Oh my gosh, now I want to watch it
around.
Because did you see Topanga, Danielle, what's-her-face, is on Dancing with the Stars and she brought Mr. Feeney on?
I did. I didn't see Mr. Feeney. That's so funny.
He was like in the dance. Like they did a Boy Meets World like reunion type dance thing. I don't really watch Dancing with the Stars, but I keep up with like Boy Meets World people. But it's so
That's
cute.
That's crazy.
It was cute. And he literally turned the paper around and his A+ was backwards. And everyone's like, oh, he's so old. That's so cute. It's so cute. He's so old.
That's so cute.
But yeah, I'll have to watch the Halloween episode.
Yeah, it's
library.
Like, I think it's like kind of like a Scream parody, like too.
Fun.
Like they're just like in their high school and like they're in like the library. It's like really cool. I have to figure out which episode it is.
Yes.
Or someone in the comments tell us what episode.
Yeah, let us know. I would love to watch that. That sounds so cute.
I can't believe you don't remember that one. That one's like one of my favorites.
Don't. Like I remember like more of the other like holiday specials, like the Christmas ones and stuff, but not really that one. So
do you remember the cabin in the woods one?
Why am I not remembering any of the Halloween episodes?
They
I remember
have one
the
where
Christmas
they were
ones.
like in a ski resort.
Oh, that's a Halloween one?
Yeah, where like he comes in with like mud.
Oh.
No.
No, didn't he like cheat on her in that ski resort with that girl and they almost broke up?
See, I don't remember these Christmas specials.
I don't know if it's Christmas necessarily, but it was winter. Because why would it be Halloween at a ski resort? Who's skiing on Halloween?
Well, they're staying at like a cabin. It's like summertime or something.
I understand.
And it's like, it premiered during Halloween time.
That makes more sense.
That's crazy. I know the Halloween ones, you know the Christmas ones. See? So we're going to have to trade off.
We'll trade off. I'll give you the Rex. I'll find the details. But yes, we are covering some Pittsburgh's haunted libraries today. And our different sources today are bibliocult.com and carnegielibrary.org. So I kind of thought it was insane that the carnegielibrary.org had some of this information, because I was like, that seems a little legit for me. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but so
I love that when they have extended history.
I know
for those types of things.
It's awesome. So we have those, and then I also wanted to give a little trigger warnings. We're not going to focus on some of this, but there is a mention of suicide and death. So if that's going to be triggering for anyone, just skip ahead. We'll try to give a little warning before, but just so you know.
And put a timestamp.
A timestamp. So just so you know. But yes, we're going to get into our intro today. From 1883 to 1929, Andrew Carnegie, a Scottish businessman and philanthropist, gifted 2,509 public and university libraries to cities around the world. In the U.S., the third oldest of these libraries that's still in operation today is the Carnegie Library of Homestead in Pennsylvania. I know, it's one of the older ones. So with this being one of the oldest libraries, it only makes sense that we'd be here today to share about some potential paranormal activity within its walls. But don't worry, this isn't the only haunted library in Pittsburgh. The main branch, Carnegie Library in Oakland, is also said to be quite haunted. Ooh. So we have some big hauntings in both of those libraries, which is pretty cool. And considering like the Homestead one is like one of the oldest libraries.
Yeah.
Is kind of crazy. The third oldest.
Yeah.
In operation.
That makes sense because like Homestead Squirrel Hill area was like where I believe a lot of like people lived during like this steel boom of like being here. Like that's where a lot of people lived and they would like go into work and stuff. So that's crazy.
It is crazy. And there's going to be some talk about some of the stuff that went on during like the Homestead like strike. So we'll kind of talk about that a little bit too, the history of that and what that has to do with this.
Okay.
So today we'll be doing a deep dive of these two libraries, and we'll also be doing some on-site ghost hunting and investigating of our own. Ghost hunting. But There's no better place to start than the beginning.
Ooh.
So first we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the Homestead one, and then we'll get into the Oakland campus. So, opening in 1898, the Carnegie of Homestead features a library, a music hall, and an athletic center. Many have already heard of Andrew Carnegie's infamous generosity, but did you know that his generosity may have also been fueled by guilt? So, guilt that may have resulted in Andrew Carnegie choosing to haunt this library as a ghost.
What?
So some people think that he himself is haunting this library because he feels guilty.
Why is everything named after me?
Why do I have so many buildings? Why do I have so many?
I didn't buy that one either.
I was so rich. Oh, boo. Boo-hoo. And it isn't just claims of Andrew Carnegie haunting the library at Homestead. There have been reports of many ghosts in this building. Ghosts who just may be the spirits of those Andrew Carnegie indirectly killed. So we're not saying he killed these people. We're saying he indirectly killed these people.
Okay, as a ghost?
As when he was alive.
Oh.
When he was alive. So they're saying these people also haunt this place.
Oh, yeah. right. Like American Horror Story, like murder house type vibes.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like, you did this to me, Andrew Carnegie.
Now they're stuck haunting together.
Yeah.
Got it.
Man, that really sucks for them, huh?
Yeah.
He said, you killed me, now I'm stuck with you in the afterlife. God.
Are you ready for Chutes and Ladders?
Here we go again.
Game of poker.
So, now we're going to get into more of the history. Andrew Carnegie was a true businessman with many enterprises, one of which was a steel mill in Homestead, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 1811, Andrew Carnegie hired Henry Clay Frick to run this steel mill. The workers at this mill were members of the Amalgamated Association of Iron and Steel Workers, which fought for member rights on several occasions, once in 1882 and again in 1889. However, it was when workers went on strike in 1892 that things went horribly wrong.
Oh.
Ooh. So when Carnegie supported the workers' rights to be a union, Frick, on the other hand, thought that unions reduced the efficiency and productivity of the steel mill. Boo!
Boo!
That's so lame of you. So, he was determined to break it down. I won't go into excruciating detail about the strike itself, but at one point, Frick placed barbed wire fences around the steel mill to lock the workers out. So the steel mill was consequently called Fort Frick. Despite Frick's best efforts, the steelworkers took control of the mill shortly afterward. Rather than conceding defeat, Frick hired non-union workers to replace these ones, but in order to get them working, he had to gain access to the mill. He recruited 300 guards from the Pinkerton Detective Agency to win back the mill.
Oh my god!
I know, so shady, so shady. So, aware of these plans, there were thousands of strikers, some of which were armed, waiting upon their arrival. What followed is known as the Homestead Massacre, and while numbers differ between sources, somewhere between 12 and 16 strikers and guards died. After the battle, Frick managed to convince the Pennsylvania governor to send militiamen to take over the mill. It was fully operational, with non-union workers less than a few weeks later. So Carnegie was mortified about what had happened at Homestead in 1912. He said, "No grief in my life approaches that of Homestead." Many say that the reason why he donated so much to charity was because of this battle.
Wow.
If this is the case, and Carnegie at Homestead was built out of guilt or remorse, this might explain why not only Carnegie would be haunting it, but why the deceased steelworkers and Pinkerton guards would be as well.
Oh, yeah.
So we have all these different people who passed away in this, like, insane strike that had gone on.
Yeah.
And, like, Carnegie feels bad because it escalated so drastically and it got to that point.
What's his name, Mr. Frickman?
Frick. Henry Clay Frick. I feel like he should feel worse.
Yeah.
That dead man should be...
Insane.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call him a dead man, but he is. I feel like he should probably have felt a little bit guilty as well.
Well, he didn't. That's like the whole thing. He got a 300-person militia?
Like, let's
to show
chill,
up? That's
my
crazy.
guy. Let's literally chill.
Crazy. Why do we have a park named after him, actually?
Because he's rich.
That's crazy.
Rich people in Pittsburgh, I'll tell you what.
Can we take it back? Can we call it Mystery Files Park?
Mystery Files Park, Mystery Files House.
Walker Park.
Walker Park. See, that's cute. That's really cute.
That is good.
Walker LaMaster Park. LaMaster Walker Park.
I would give it just to you.
Wow.
Just for how beautiful the name is.
You stop right now.
Yeah, I'll get like a big building. It'll be called like the LaMaster.
Okay, I get a park and you get a whole building. It's seeming a little unfair, but all right. But yeah, I think we do deserve it. We've done enough in our life so far.
But that's crazy. I didn't know about this. Like,
Yeah.
especially in, like, Homestead. Like, that makes sense, like, why you wanted to build, like, a library there. Like, more, like, for, like, community resources, information, like, just in general, just having a third space.
Yeah.
You know, because they talk about home and work is your first and second.
Oh, yeah.
Like needing like a third space to go to.
I feel like those are like getting especially more popular, like a place you can go, you don't have to pay to be. Like, I think that's really great.
That's really important, too.
So it's awesome.
That's so cool.
He was able to open so many of these libraries. And even if he was shady in his life at points, it is great that, like, he did some things to, like, help people out.
Yeah.
So, now we're going to get on to the hauntings.
Ooh.
So, the accounts of the hauntings at Carnegie Homestead are inconsistent at best. Not only is the library apparently haunted, but the music hall and the men's locker room have had multiple sightings. So, first off, I have been to this location only once to pick up the ghost hunting kit, and it's insane because I didn't realize how many things were attached to it. Like, there's a library, like an athletic center.
Yeah.
And, like, a bunch of random
when you
stuff.
Said that, I was like, that's crazy. Like, how'd that get there?
I'm like, how are they fitting all that in that really old building? So it's kind of crazy that all exists there, by the way.
Who's taking showers at that
I know.
place?
Who's showering in a library? I don't know. But I guess, like, the men's locker room have had, like, multiple sightings of, like, something in there. And employees and guests have experienced various hauntings. From shadows to transparent figures to the sounds of doors slamming and people talking or laughing. Not the door slamming. I feel like talking and laughing you can kind of like chalk up to like just little things.
Maybe I'm hearing it from another hallway.
Maybe I'm
hollow
hearing
walls.
it. Yeah, I don't want to hear a door slam. That's kind of scary.
No.
So the author of this specific article had watched the Ghost Hunters episode where they investigated the hauntings here. So there's a couple shows who have like gone to the Homestead location and done investigations. So while they believe that their findings are weak at best, there's a creepy woman's laugh that they heard in the men's locker room. So this is all during that episode. So it's a, quote, girlish giggle that sounds kind of like the sound any of us would make if we found ourselves accidentally going into a different locker room. So this author recommends watching this episode if only for that spine-chilling segment. The Carnegie Library of Homestead was featured in another TV show on biography called My Ghost Story, which I've seen that show too.
Oh, yes.
It's pretty good. This show features first-hand accounts of ghost encounters. The producers interviewed an employee named Lynn Cochran, who had recruited T.J. Porfelli, a local paranormal investigator, to look into the alleged hauntings. The video and audio footage he and his associate recorded is a lot more promising than that of ghost hunters. So at this point, the two investigators sat at a table in a library, and one of them, he was going to put the book he was reading back, and there's a clear voice on the recording that says, "Don't put that book back." Which, ew, that's creepy and specific. Yeah.
What was it? That reminds me of, like, when we were doing the last one, the last investigation where, like, the ghosts told me, like, not to talk about that. Because Danny asked the question.
Oh, yeah, about, like, its afterlife or, like, after it died or something?
Yeah, or something. Like, ask him a question about the afterlife. I was like, I'm not going to do that. And I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. I was like,
don't do that. Don't put that book back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so creepy.
Laughing or, like, loud noises is one thing, but if I heard, like, a cackle, like that woman screaming, like, in the men's locker room or something, like,
I'd be like, oh, okay, that's enough for me.
I'm, like, butt naked.
You're like, I have no time for this. I'm not clothed. Like, I can't do all this. So, the ghost probably knew that they would put it back in the wrong place. So, like, the ghost is in a good spot. They're like, don't put that back. You're an idiot. You don't know where it goes.
You know nothing about the numeric system.
You don't know. You don't know the numeric. Is it numeric?
No, it's not.
No, it's the, give me a second. Dewey Decimal System.
Dewey Decimal System.
Dewey Decimal System.
Yes, the Dewey Decimal System.
She has my heart, that Dewey Decimal System.
So that ghost knows all about the Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah, he's like, you idiot. Don't you move that around. So this ghost knew people back in the wrong place. So maybe it's the spirit of an annoyed librarian. The investigators later set up video cameras, and when no one was around, you can see a book on the shelf clearly move. It's chilling. So afterwards, TJ checked out the shelves and confirmed that they had solid backs. So there was no mischievous librarian hiding in the other aisle to poke books out for a good show. So, like, there wasn't someone trying to, like, set up a scene there to, like, mess with people.
Like, there was, like, no, like, hollow walls or anything to, like, mess around
push them through. So then in the music hall, TJ recorded a woman saying, "Relax," and later heard a woman scream. The investigators determined that the occurrences were caused by residual spirits, so ghosts of people who came to the music hall a lot during their life and wanted to return to somewhere they were happy. So that's kind of sweet. But why are they screaming like that?
Maybe because they're asking for an encore.
They're like, encore.
Encore!
If I heard a ghost scream encore, I'd be really scared.
I would also laugh a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Like, sure, yes, encore,
I got
of course,
it. Yes, I'll perform for you, ghosty boy. I'll perform. The person says they're not sure how they feel about this theory, though. The scream in the audio recording didn't sound like the type you'd hear from someone who had just seen, like, a pop star or something, so, like, that kind of response. It sounded more sinister rather than, like, an excited thing. So that, like, goes back to my thing that I don't know if they'd be like, yeah!
They're not, like, excited. Yeah, they're just, like, really...
It's just a creepy scream that sounds evil. So, the wide variety of types of hauntings is one of the reasons why it could be the steelworkers haunting the building. But were women fighting in this Homestead battle? If so, did any of them die? As this author said earlier, many report hearing a woman giggling and talking, and I myself have heard the woman giggle and another, or the same, and the woman say, relax. There are certain things that just don't add up. This person said they'd be curious to see someone compare the audio recordings found from ghost hunters and the investigators from My Ghost Story. So the voices on ghost hunters were a lot less distinct than those on the other show.
Okay.
So we have some more specific stuff on the other My Ghost Story show.
Oh, that's cool.
So maybe I'll have to watch that one, because they probably do a better job.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I feel like ghost hunters, sometimes they mess around a little too much, which I know I love to hear, but if I'm looking for proof sometimes, I'm like, let's get to it. Right. I want to hear the ghost talking. So. Well,
that goes back to, like, the debrief we had from, like, our last ghost investigation. Like, I felt like we were having, like, genuine reactions to, like, things that were happening and, like, experiencing. Like, it was really cool. Like, so that's very interesting.
I know. I'm like, okay, they have some proof here.
Yeah.
But it says, does this mean that the producers of a relatively popular TV show have poorer equipment or techniques than the local hobbyists? So this person's trying to, like, stir up the pot a little bit. They're like, are ghost hunters really great, or are they just there for, like, the bit? Which is kind of what I'm saying. I'm like, they are there for the bit, but, like, are there techniques?
Which we also are. No.
We are, but, like, we're not being paid. We're being paid by our joyful
our love
experiences,
of being together, and
our love
doing
and
things.
Friendship, and the ghosts,
and the fans,
and the fans for you, sure. But I don't know. We're kind of on the same page, but we're also local hobbyists, so maybe we can find stuff with our equipment that we got from said library. So now we're going to move on to talking a little more about Andrew Carnegie's ghost. So there's little evidence that it is Andrew Carnegie haunting the library. In the Ghost Hunters episode, a cataloger named Victoria Ramey had an interesting anecdote to share. One day, she'd been in the adult reading room and saw an Andrew Carnegie impersonator giving a tour. That's so funny. Where's there casually an Andrew Carnegie impersonator? Imagine dedicating your life to being a Carnegie impersonator.
So what I'm hearing is that we need to book one of these tours with an Andrew Carnegie impersonator.
I think we do.
That reminds me of all the people who, in, like, Gettysburg, who are like Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, and they give the Gettysburg Address. I've been to some of those.
See, that's what we need to hear. Also,
I go, encore!
Encore. Do you know, like, I didn't realize that Andrew Carnegie, like, didn't have, not Andrew Carnegie, that, who were you just saying? Lincoln didn't have a crazy long beard.
Yeah.
That's literally a lie. My whole childhood, I thought he had this crazy long beard and this crazy long top hat. And then I'm looking at pictures like a couple weeks ago, and tell me why that man has a short beard.
He looks nothing like that.
That's not the man I knew.
Yeah.
Not the man I saw in those history books.
Well, that's what they do in, like, the History Channel, too. They make him look like that. Like,
they
really,
give him that
like,
long beard.
Silly, yeah.
I'm like, if I've been lied to, I'm like, I was looking at pictures. I'm like, this is insane.
He's supposed to be, like, extremely sexy, apparently, for the time.
Where are you getting that information from?
No, have you never heard of that? Like,
No.
He was very attractive. Like, people, like, wanted him.
That's
and
crazy.
It's, like, the whole thing where, like, he was, like, probably secretly gay, too.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did some other shady stuff, but, like...
That's why he was at the theater that night.
Wow. He said, theater! I love the theater! Man, now I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Oh, no. Poor unfortunate soul. Oh, no. That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People thought he was hot.
But yeah, I hope we can find a Carnegie impersonator. I don't know if he'll be attractive, but you'll find out. You'll find out soon. So, this person that was giving this tour, she said, wouldn't it be funny if the real Andrew Carnegie showed up? Immediately after she said that...
Oh, dramatic irony.
Yeah, the dramatic... Yeah, he's right there. The impersonator standing right there, girl. But she said, wouldn't it be funny if, like, Andrew Carnegie showed up? And immediately after she said this, a book flew off the shelf.
Oh.
So Carnegie said, little book. So
just pulling a little prank.
Pulling a little prank. Little love. So the Ghost Hunters crew looked into the stability of the bookshelves in this area, and it didn't seem likely that a book that had precariously placed would have been fallen like that. So even if someone had slammed a door, is this proof enough that if there is a spirit, it's Andrew Carnegie? Or maybe just the sound of the name sent one of the steelworkers' ghosts into a frenzy. So maybe someone was mad that, like, he was brought up.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's possible.
I think that's a good theory. They're like, don't speak of that man. Don't do it. Either way, there was research done on Victoria Ramsey, and not only has she not shared her story online, but there was an inability to find evidence of her existence at all. So, like, it's also like, is this just word of mouth? Because who is this girl? No one can find information about her. So, if there's a Victoria out there, let us know, hit us up. We can get your story out there, girl, if you're real.
That's so interesting. I wonder if, like, it was Andrew Carnegie during, like, the tour. Because if I were a ghost and someone was impersonating me, I would want to see how they were impersonating me.
Maybe he didn't like how this guy was impersonating him. He was like, things need to change. I didn't look like that. Yeah,
or just like, does he think I'm pompous? Does he think I'm funny? Like, what's the...
He's like, I thought I was a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
I did my best at the end. So there was also another death in the building. So there's one other person who could be responsible for at least one of the hauntings. In 1899, Robert Peebles was found dead under mysterious circumstances in the swimming pool. Ew. Is there still a swimming pool in there? Imagine...
There's no way.
I need to figure out if there's still a swimming pool in there. I would never be able to swim in there.
We're going swimming. I'll go swim.
It's us swimming and ghost hunting in the pool. No, not if someone died in there. So, he died under mysterious circumstances in this pool. So, was he murdered? Did he drown? Some have said that they've heard splashing and sounds of people crying for help from the swimming area. That's not funny. That's just kind of crazy. So, I really hope that they checked it out instead of assuming it was a ghost. Otherwise, they might end up having yet another spirit on their hands.
That's crazy.
Whoever wrote that is kind of insane, by the way. Why did they write it like that?
Yeah, that was scary.
They were like, oh, I really hope it was actually a ghost and not someone dying like this person did. I was like, okay.
I don't want to have a guilty conscience,
I don't want a guilty conscience. That's splashing. Was it real? We don't know. But I can't believe this person drowned.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's so crazy.
Poor Robert. Sad.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
This is the Homestead one?
Yeah, at the Homestead location.
It's crazy.
Because they have all that athletic stuff. I want to know if they still have the pool.
They might. They might have it still.
That's kind of nuts.
Because they probably just drained it, like scrubbed it, like...
Oh, but like, can't get that out. I'd be like scared. What if someone pulls me under, the ghost pulls me under, so I have to relive what happened to them? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be too scared. But yeah, so that's like most of the history and the ghosts and their stories at the Homestead location. And then we're going to move on to some ghost stories at the Carnegie Library in Oakland. Ooh. So the Oakland location.
Oh, yay.
So this one, these stories do have the mention of like the suicide stuff. So if that's going to bother you, skip ahead. I think it's like the second story in this collection. So let's get into it. The main branch of the Carnegie Library in Oakland opened in 1895. Naturally, with a building that is so old, over the years, stories have emerged about strange things happening that could not be explained. We'll look at 3 stories told by local tour guides, media stations, and workplace folklore.
Ooh.
So curl up tight, turn off the lights, and here we go. Quote, a local city judge frequented the library after it opened in 1895. He was a regular visitor, often seen among the stacks. One day in the early 1900s, for reasons unknown, he hung himself in the stacks. His body was found and removed.
What?
I know. Then the staff reported seeing mysterious writing appear, but the writing wasn't at the level any human hand could reach. It was high up on the ceiling, near the spot of the hanging noose. The writing is always the same. Sentio est hic, Latin for the judge is here. That's kind of insane. Hopefully I said that crazy. Latin sort of correct, but the idea of the judges here being like that just appearing on the ceiling where like the noose would have been.
Oh my god.
It's so crazy. Intense and scary.
I did not see that coming.
No.
Like, with the stacks. I thought he just loves being there. I thought like it was going to be, they're here and they like love hanging out there and then they just like passed away naturally and then just like decided that was their spot. That was a blindside. A little
curveball there.
Yeah.
So, if you have worked at CLP Maine, this is the most common ghost story that has been passed on for generations. Wow. So, this writer was skeptical of this story because they had never seen any writing appear, and all the first-hand accounts from anyone that this worker had worked with. So, some of the people who have worked there for 40 years had also seen writing appear in that area. So, this author thought, well, this would be an easy story to debunk. And they decided to look through a list of the city judges who died between 1895 and 1910.
Yeah.
So they decided to do all this to try to see if this person even existed in the first place.
If it was even real, yeah.
So this is what this person said. First, I contacted the city of Pittsburgh's archivist. He stated that as far as he knew, the city doesn't have judges. That is a county jurisdiction. So next, I was pointed to the law library of Allegheny County. I found a list of judges of the Court of Common Pleas and Orphans Courts from Small's Legislative Handbooks from 1895 to 1910. The following is a list of Allegheny County judges who departed this earth between 1895 and 1910. So they pulled up this entire list, but none of the gentlemen from that list died in the library. So after finding this list, I again thought about the terminology of the original story, which refers to a city judge or a local judge.
Yeah.
This term probably refers to a local municipal magistrate, someone who is voted from their position by the people of the magisterial district they serve.
Yeah.
So I can see why the story stuck with the judge. It's not as scary to say, watch out in the stacks if you could run into municipal magistrate. So, like,
right,
they're like, the judge sounds like a little more...
community leader, like, District 8, something.
Yeah, not the municipal magistrate of da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So, they said I had put this ghost story to rest by showing that no Allegheny County judge had died in the library. But it seems, until someone finds a list of municipal magistrates who departed in the early 1900s, the story of the spirit roaming the stacks could be true.
Oh, that's cool.
So just because it wasn't, like, this specific type of judge doesn't mean it's not some magistrate that, like, they just couldn't find the list of names from.
That's crazy, yeah. Because, like, I bet a lot of people, like, refer to him as a judge, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like... if he was, like, voting on, like, that type of stuff. That's crazy.
So this is insane. So these are all, like, stories that are actually on, like, the Carnegie Library, like, website that I was talking about from the beginning. Yeah. So this is, like, all from the perspective of people who had worked there, from my understanding. So it's kind of crazy that they're, like, actually doing the work to try to find
that's cool. I would want to, too. Like, to be like, oh, is it a myth? Is it not? Mm-hmm. I love at the end that they were like, I can't disprove that it wasn't this person either.
Which I appreciate, because I'm like, okay. I love keeping an open mind.
That's so funny. They said the judge was here sounds way cooler.
Yeah, they said magistrate, judge, though. That's the vibe. So the next story is called The Workman That Never Left. So this is their story. A staff person in the basement saw a man standing next to the electrical box. As the library staff went to approach the man, he suddenly disappeared. The staff person asked his supervisor why someone was in the basement, which is off limits to patrons. Mm-hmm. The supervisor told him in a whispered voice it was a workman who had been electrocuted while installing the electrical box the day the Carnegie Library got electricity. So the first day this library got electricity, this is supposedly this man who had, like, passed away in here.
Ooh.
So that's kind of crazy.
I knew it. Once you said he was, like, by the electric box, I was like, okay, so he just got zapped.
Mr. Man got zapped.
That's crazy.
So this person telling the story then continues to say, when I checked in with the facility staff about this story, no one had heard of it before. So... some people have never even heard this story even existed. So, like, it's like, how are people getting all of these stories? Mm-hmm. So, the library has way more than one electrical box, which it could be possible. No one currently working at the library is familiar with the story. Personally, I feel like this is a common story associated with old buildings. No proof that has been found to back up this story. So, the second story, not as
legit. Like, has a concrete thing,
Yeah.
I can imagine also being in, like, the basement and, like, feeling like you're seeing, like, shadows and things. And they, like, disappear, like, eyes playing tricks on you type of style.
Like, seeing a whole electrical worker, making that up. I mean, even if the person didn't die, maybe they went back. I don't know. Or someone's just appearing to be that. So that's the second story, and it looks like this author, the writer of that story, was like, I don't know if it's real. There's not really any proof. So that's that one. And then the next one is called The Books That Move Themselves. Oh. So this is this story. Every night, all the librarians make sure all the books are properly shelved. The next morning, they will come in, and the books are scattered all over the floor. It's always the mystery books. The librarians try to outsmart the spirit by moving the books to another area, but always find that the books end up on the floor.
The Mystery Files
The Mystery Files books. I can't believe we have books on the floor. That's also, so crazy.
Also, if I was walking in the next day and all those books were on the floor, I'd be so mad.
I'd be so mad. I literally just cleaned this and I have to do this again.
I would cry. I would literally be so upset.
Also, it reminds me of, like, Poltergeist, the movie Poltergeist, when, like, they'll just, like, look and all the cabinets will be open, or now there's, like, a stack of chairs on a table, and they're like, I literally just cleaned this up.
I literally just organized.
I'm so mad. Yeah. I have to deal with all these books on the floor. So that was from The Ghosts of Pittsburgh by Sarah Argabust. It's that whole story. Mm-hmm. And then it goes on to say, I spoke with a few librarians to see if this ever happens. No one I spoke with recalled any regular occurring event where books were knocked off the shelves. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's these current ones, though. What about the older ones?
Right.
So actually, there is a specific reason that some books pop off of bookshelves. Books nowadays are covered in book cloth, but long ago, many books were covered with vellum. Vellum is fine parchment made originally from the skin of a calf. This parchment is very hygroscopic, which means it absorbs and releases water at a high rate, like a sponge. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Creepy. So libraries did not have climate control until the 20th century. So every spring, when there was more moisture in the air, these rows and rows of vellum books expanded, and they expanded so much so that they squeezed out books that were closer to the edge of the bookshelf, sometimes popping them off the shelf.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
That's spooky.
So I guess that would explain why it isn't like a common thing to see it now, but like back in the day they might have seen it because they didn't have...
It's true.
Like these different types of books that didn't have vellum.
Well, like, who's to say that like it's still not happening though? Because what didn't the other girl say that like the book fell off when she mentioned Andrew Carnegie?
Yeah, so that's at the other library. But like, who's to say that isn't also happening at this location and people aren't recording it?
Yeah, and not to... I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on.
Yes.
But like, also, what are the odds that like you talk to your coworkers about like books falling off like shelves?
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm crazy. I don't know.
Or even like just like I wouldn't bring it up because it wouldn't seem like a big deal. I'd be like, oh, some kids came by.
Yeah, they're just knocking it down.
Yeah, I'm talking like if it was a lot of books, you would say something. But if it's like a few that are like on the ground in like certain places, like, oh, okay. I think once it's a pattern, though, then
then it starts getting weird. And also depends, like, how busy is the library at any given time, which stack or row of books is it, because sometimes you can, if you can see through it, I feel like you could just push one through on one side just to mess with someone.
That's true.
But if it's, like, one that's stacked up against a wall and you clearly see no one, that's when I'd be like, okay, it's getting a little freaky, a little scary.
I like to think the books are alive. I think that's way more fun.
You like to think the books are alive? See, that's fair. Yeah. But yes.
Well, not the books, but you know.
Like the library. The ghosts are alive in the library. So yeah, that is our final story of all of the different Carnegie Library hauntings that we have. How do you feel? I guess as of right now, do you feel it's haunted before we go on our investigation?
I feel like there's definitely like some energy that could like be there. I'm really interested in the stack of books.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see like what could happen with that. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm most excited for because there's also a lot of different like areas and like places inside of there. So I'm like really excited to see like what could happen in there.
Yeah, I feel like I am going to believe some of it. I kind of want to see if we can catch any voices on the spirit box like talking about their experience.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, or we just like hear something. I want to hear a little voice. I want to see a little book pop off a shelf. See if we can find any apparitions.
Me too.
But we're just gonna see how it goes.
Hello everybody, we are at the Carnegie Library in Oakland and we are starting our ghost investigation today and we're going to be trying to see if we can find the judge. So what I'm going to be using today is my handy dandy dowsing rods. So I'm going to use these to try to ask some questions that we came up with and we're going to see if we get any results. So, all right. We're going to get nice and situated, like this. All right. So first we need to ask a baseline question to find yes or no. So, is the color of my sweater green? Okay. Is the color of my sweater red? Oh. No. Okay, so is the color of my sweater green? Okay, so scratch what I said before. We got more definitive with the answers. So this is yes. Okay. All right. Let's see. Did you take your own life here? Okay. Are you the judge? I feel like, what should I do to try to get no's so we can know? Oh? You're not a judge. Okay. Did you work down at the county building? No. Do you know the judge? Okay. It's nice to meet you. What do you... Try to think of a good question to ask. Are you an adult? Okay. Are you a kid? No. Do you look like you could be my age? Okay. Do you roam the library? Are you a boy? Are you a girl? Okay, you're a boy. Awesome. Did you work here? Did you work in Oakland? Were you a student? Were you a professor? Okay. Now I want to ask some questions, if you don't mind, about the judge. Does the judge throw the books down here? Does he make a mess of any of the books that you've seen? Okay. Does he do this at night? Okay. Does he do this during working hours? Got it. Are you friends with the judge? Got it. Nice. Are you from the same time period as the judge, so the early 1900s? No. Okay. Are you from the 2000s? 1980s? Yes. Okay. I see. Did you write "the judge was here" in Latin on the walls? Okay. Did you see the judge do it? Interesting. Do you make your appearance known at the library? Do you want to be seen? Okay. What else could we do? This is definitely different from what we thought we were going to get.
Yeah. Maybe ask if they were like a visitor. And if you ask about them being a student, ask like did they go to any schools nearby, Pitt, or like did they go to college here?
Did you go to college in Pittsburgh? Did you go to Chatham? Did you go to the University of Pittsburgh? Okay. Were you a senior? Were you a junior? Okay. Did you study the arts? Did you study science? Okay. Chemistry? Biology? Okay. So you studied biology at the University of Pittsburgh. I'm getting feelings right now, and I want to ask you, is your name Ben? Okay. I knew that was the wrong answer. I just wanted to see if you thought that as well. Is your name Derek? Okay. It's very nice to meet you, Derek. We see you and we hear you. Thank you for speaking to us. Now, this might be uncomfortable to ask, but did you die tragically? No. Did you die peacefully? Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Were you sick? Okay. Did your family know? Sorry to hear that. Do you feel like you have learned a lot by being able to be in the library? Do you read a lot here? Got it. Are you happy? Are you sad? Oh. All right. Well, Derek, it was very nice to meet you. I'm going to let you know that I do not want to be followed home. I loved getting to talk to you today, and thank you for answering my questions about the judge. It has definitely changed some of my point of view on the research we're doing today. Thank you so much. I'm going to close this now. Is that all right? All right. Goodbye, Derek. That is crazy. So yeah, we didn't get the judge, but that's not terrible because we aren't in the correct area, maybe? Because we're not in like the stacks. I'm talking to Tiffany behind the camera for our audience.
I wasn't sure if you wanted me to chat too.
That's fine. I mean, they probably know, right? It's very nice that we're getting friendly energies that like want to talk to us and say things. So, I think it's very interesting. There's a chance maybe this person didn't pass at the library. They could have been a student that passed somewhere else around campus and wanted to come here. But either way, this is very interesting for our investigation because I didn't realize that this was a thing. And it's also interesting to hear that he said yes and no. Like he said a lot of yeses to knowing like the judge and knows about the ghost, which is more confirmation than I think maybe we could have hoped for. So we will see you guys in the next part of this investigation.
So I'm currently in the stacks in the Carnegie Library, and I'm going to be doing some ghost hunting of my own within these stacks. So I have Logan, bestie behind the camera. Logan's going to be asking me questions, and I'm going to be doing something called the Estes method, which is I will have the spirit box, and Logan will be asking me questions, and I will have this blasting in my ear, and it's going to be giving different words and frequencies and things, and Logan will be asking questions, and hopefully these things will correlate. So we're gonna get into it. So I'm going to put these on, and I'm also going to be blindfolded, so I'm going to have a hat over my face. I might look silly, but hopefully we can really delve in and get some answers. So
my beanie, mind you.
Yeah,
everybody.
Logan's beanie. This sounds insane.
Yeah.
You want to hear one?
Yeah.
So
that's terrifying.
So right now it's like, just like a shh sound. It's before I'm sweeping. So let's shove these in my ears, full blast. I'll turn it up louder. I put this over my eyes first so you can tell me if I look sick.
When do you want me to like snap you out of it?
Whenever.
Okay.
However long you think. So. Okay, here I go. Wait, I should know where the sweeping button is. It's right here. Top left. Here I go, I'm going under.
Tiffany, that's crazy.
Okay, I'm going in.
You should have your mouth seen.
My mouth revealed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you see the logo?
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to fix it?
Yeah. I'll let you make me look cute. So right now, the reason I'm blindfolded, can't even hear myself talking. The reason I'm blindfolded is so I don't see Logan asking me the question, so I don't try to answer the questions with my brain. I'm answering the ghost's brain. Okay, I'm going under. Okay.
Is there anyone here?
It doesn't. The designer.
Am I speaking to anybody right now?
You are.
Is this the electrician?
Language and Kant?
Is this the electrician?
Wait.
Is this the judge?
Yes.
Are you the one who wrote the judges here in Latin?
They're not. Wanna know?
Are there multiple ghosts here?
Guess so.
Am I speaking to only one ghost?
We have a solution.
What is the solution? What is the solution?
The original.
Who's the original? Is the original the judge?
What's affordable?
Did you take your life here?
The PM?
You took your life in the evening?
Stay?
We're here. Are you the one who scattered books on the floor?
That is it. The factory.
Is this the electrician? Were you angry at
There's someone.
Were you angry at Andrew Carnegie?
Heartbreak. Online.
Were you angry at Henry Clay Frick?
The description.
Were you angry at both of them?
Close your eyes later.
Should we do this
The
another
lady.
time? There was a lady you were upset with?
I fell.
You fell? Where did you fall from?
I stand. Beyond. A general of a general.
Are you our age?
Somebody told me. This marks the hilltop.
Are you a boy or a girl?
The people.
The
doors. I don't even know what.
Have you forgotten who you are?
Correct. The light.
Do you know where you are right now?
Cozy ride. The coffin.
Can we help?
The peace.
You want to find peace? Do you know the judge?
Take it as it seems. Check. Driving fast.
Check where? Where do you want us to check?
Difficulty. It was sent in the evening. We were just talking about
Okay.
people. Move.
Were you talking about people who've investigated the library?
So I'll love. Refreshed. You're from Europe.
I am from Europe, yeah.
Man.
Are you from Europe?
The kids.
What is your name? What is your name?
Scout. Through it.
All right.
PTSD.
Okay.
Anxiety.
All right. Thank you for talking to us.
While I live.
Yes. Thank you for talking to us. We are going to close this now, and I'm going to wake Tiffany.
Yes.
Okay. Goodbye.
Reset.
Yes. Goodbye.
How
Goodbye.
did it go? Bye. How did it go? Did anything make sense? Was I too loud?
No.
Okay.
So like, they didn't answer any specific, well, they did answer specific questions.
Mm-hmm.
It started off that there were multiple spirits talking to us.
Okay.
And you said multiple at some point,
Mm-hmm.
or something along those lines, and there were multiple people talking to us.
Okay.
And I kept asking questions about where we were, who they were, just
Mm-hmm.
trying to get a good vision. And you said something along the lines of like, I don't know where I am. I'm trying to remember where. We'll have to look back.
Yeah.
But there was a couple times as soon as I asked a question, you answered very concrete questions.
Really? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was really weird. And they said they don't know how they died, and they don't know where they are, and that they see the light.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's so creepy, but cool.
Yeah.
Did you get if it was any of the people?
I asked for all 3.
Okay.
But nothing happened. The only thing I got that I heard is that they took their lives here.
Oh.
And they said something about like standing somewhere. Maybe not here, but they were standing somewhere tall.
Okay.
So that was kind of it. It was very, very interesting.
That's wild. Also, are you like freezing cold?
Yeah, it got really cold.
My hands, feel how cold my hands are right now.
Oh, are my hands cold?
I mean,
I just felt like chills on like my body. Like it just...
This hand, like during it, I don't know if the camera can even see my hands. I was like trying to get circulation.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, it's freezing. It's really cold.
When you were talking about multiple people, I felt just like my body go through a bunch of different like...
Yeah.
Waves of like emotions. It was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard like a lot of songs, and so then there would be like random things like talking, interjecting in between.
Yeah.
But that was weird. I like that.
Very interesting.
Yay.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the camera about your experience?
I think I was just really cold. I didn't feel like maybe there was something here. My hands were just really freezing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't feel any bad vibes though.
Yeah.
From anything I heard.
That's interesting because I felt weird.
Did you get bad vibes?
I got weird vibes just like because they felt like they didn't know where they were. That's why I closed it and said goodbye.
Okay.
I said something like I'm going to say goodbye, and then like you said yes, and then I was
That's creepy.
I was like, all right, goodbye, and then you said reset, and I'd like.
That's creepy.
That's when I woke you.
That's creepy. I mean, by the way, this was like actually really good at like blocking any sound out. Like I wasn't able to hear. I don't know if you were just talking really quiet.
No, I was talking a little quieter, just like for.
Because we're in a library.
Yeah, but like, it was crazy.
Oh my gosh, we'll have to try this again. This was kind of fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
Wow. Okay. Well,
right.
Thank you. Hopefully we caught something. I'll have to watch this later and see. But bye.
I want to go down here.
Oh wait, go back to that.
Which one?
It beeped when you were over here. Is it the elevator? Is that an elevator? Yeah.
No.
Why did it beep right there? That was so weird.
It was weird.
Maybe go in this aisle.
What?
Go in this aisle and see if it was in there. There's a dinosaur down there. Ghost. Try to go back down the stairs. That's weird, it beeped. We are back. We are doing some ghost hunting together, and I'm going to be using the little dowsing rods, and Logan is going to be using the little EVP recorder device. Well, I think that's just what the session is called. I don't even really know. I've just been calling it an EVP recorder thing, but the little recorder.
We're gonna talk into this, give it some time, and see if it answers any questions.
Yeah, give some space in between and just see what we can find. So I can start leading. So I need to figure out. I need to get the rods associated with me while Logan does that. Hold her in. So let me think of my question to establish these are mine.
Wait, is this button's a recorder, right?
Yep.
Okay, ready?
Is it beeping red?
Recording.
There we go. Stunner. Okay. What's a question that has a definitive answer? Are there mushrooms on my sweater? That was fast. Okay, X is a yes, maybe. Am I sitting in a chair? You're good at this. Okay. Are the walls like I don't know what color these. Well, I guess behind me are brown. Is there wooden walls behind me? Is my friend Logan wearing a jacket right now? You're really good at this. Okay, awesome. So hello, my name is Tiffany. This is my friend Logan, bestie.
Hi, hello.
We just wanted to talk to you a little bit today. Hope you're doing well. Just a reminder, you can't follow us home, but we wanted to ask you a few questions today, if that's all right. So, my first question is, were you a visitor of the library? I'll lift you up a little bit. Were you a visitor of the library? Oh my gosh. Yes? Okay,
yes.
Awesome. Were you any of the people that we had talked about, the judge? Were you the judge? Or magistrate? No.
No.
Okay. No. Were you the electrician that we had spoke about? Something to do with the electricity here? The electrician! Oh, well, I'm sorry I smiled so big. I heard about the situation. I'm really sorry. Didn't mean to get giggly there. That's unfortunate. So was that really on the first day that they got electricity here that happened? Yeah. So you got electrocuted on the first day that the that the library got electricity.
It went further into the X to me, yes.
That's wild. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that. So whenever the power is on, does that mean you're here? Like, do you come awake whenever the power is on in this building? Maybe, yeah. Now, since that happened, are you also, like, throwing anything off the shelves in here? Any of the books? Is that you that's throwing the stuff? No. It's not you that's throwing it? Okay. Do you know who is throwing the books off the shelves in here? We've heard some stories about people who are throwing books. Okay. I'm trying to leave more space. I forgot we're also recording on your thing, so I want to leave space. Okay. Could you give a name to who you think is throwing the books off the shelves? I'll let you say that into the recorder if you have a name. If not, just keep saying yes. Let's see.
Ask if they've had a job, like, before this. Like, did they work for Carnegie?
Ooh, did you work for Carnegie before this? Was that a job you had? Oh, okay. No. Was this your first job as the electrician for Carnegie back in the day? That's insane. I'm sorry. Are you mad at him? You mad at Carnegie? Okay, ignore that scream, people, if you heard that. That was a child. That wasn't a ghost. This was a ghost child. I don't know.
Ask if he forgives them.
Do you forgive Carnegie? Mr. Andrew? Yeah? That's awesome. Do you forgive Henry Frick? Henry Clay Frick? Oh, I don't know what you want. I'm trying not to move you. Do you forgive Frick? No, that's real. You know, he didn't do much after the fact. I feel like Carnegie kind of tried to make amends. Was Frick not making the amends you were hoping for? You were like, I don't really know. That's real. I kind of agree. I'll be honest. I feel like Carnegie tried to, like, change things and make things better for, like, the greater good in the future. But Frick didn't. Do you agree with that? Wow. Thank you, electrician. You're, like, rocking this. I feel like this makes sense that he would be pretty good at the rods, right? Because doesn't this sort of have, like, some currents?
Tesla coils.
Some Tesla coils. It's, like, electric adjacent, electronic.
Did you have family? You can ask with the rods, too.
Yeah. Did you have family? Yes. Do you have family members still alive that visit the library? That's pretty cool. Okay. Do you ever see the judge? The judge that we've kind of heard stories about? Yes.
Do you like the judge?
Do you like the judge? Okay, don't mind the judge.
Is there anyone you don't like?
Is there anyone you don't like? feeling pretty steady right now. What's a question you might answer no to? Were you here in the 1900s? Were you alive in the 1900s? Still yes or you know? No, you weren't alive in the 1900s. Are we still talking to the electrician? Don't like that. Okay.
Okay.
Are we talking to a different visitor of the library now? Cool. Hey. Are you a visitor to the library? Are you any of the people that we've talked about? So we have the electrician, the judge, the book thrower.
Is it Derek?
Is it Derek that Logan talked to earlier? Are you happy that we're here? Yeah. Great, okay, I'm glad. Any final questions you can think of before we close this one out?
Are we missing anything in this investigation?
Are we missing anything in this investigation? She's trying to move. No. Oh, why are you turning?
No.
No. Okay, that's great. Okay, do you have any final questions for the little box, the recorder, or are you good?
I am good.
Okay, well, thank you again for speaking with us. You can not follow us home. We appreciate you giving us some really good answers today, and we hope that you enjoy the library as much as we do. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm gonna leave this on for a second while we
Okay.
talk.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
That is crazy.
So electrician left us. It's really hard with the rods to like say yes or no.
I know.
To stuff. It's like it's hard to figure out how to phrase a question as
I
you're
know.
going.
Well, because I'm like, I feel like I want like a full answer, and so whenever I'm asking questions, I'm like, okay, ask a yes or no, so they don't get confused.
Yeah.
But I feel like we did get some like pretty solid stuff in there.
I thought it was interesting to ask about the investigation because we keep seeing other people, it seems. So I'm like, is there like clues that we're missing or knowledge that we don't know about?
I'm really curious as to who the other person was. Or other entity, but it seemed like they were chill.
It's crazy. So I guess we only got one more spot.
Yeah, so let's do our final investigation. Alrighty, hello friends. We are outside of the library today for our final investigation together. So we're gonna see how this goes. This one we can be a little bit louder, so we're hoping to use the spirit box. Bear with the elements, the winds are here, hopefully the spirits are here, but in a chill way. So we can kind of get started. So let me grab Miss Box and power her up.
We're gonna try to ask multiple questions and some different questions too to see if like we can do something different as well. So.
Yeah. So we'll try to ask a couple different things. Okay. It's our first question.
You wanna turn it up a little more? Maybe.
I think that's the highest we go. Okay. Are you one of the spirits we talked to inside of the library? Probably speak through.
I was about to say, I was like, wait, what is that?
I was just intrigued.
That's the game.
Are you one of the spirits we talked to inside of the library? Yeah.
I heard yeah.
Okay. Are you the judge?
Did you work in the magistrate office?
Right?
Right.
Were you a visitor to the library?
I don't like.
Do you like the library?
Are you someone we've spoken to today? Sal?
Sal? Are you Sal? Are you happy?
Am I speaking with Garrett?
We invite things to come and talk to us. So if you would like to come talk to us, please come talk to us. Who are we talking to?
I'm 60.
I'm 60. Is 60 your name or your age? Local.
You're local.
Local to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Regular. Were you a regular at the library here in Oakland?
Did you work here?
You wanted to work here?
Questioning.
You're questioning? You're questioning why we're here?
So, what? So we're currently here to ask you some questions. We're kind of just trying to find some answers about the library. We want to see anyone who might have some answers about the history here. Are you one of the people we were talking about that was in the library? This is Joel.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. Okay.
Steelworkers.
Steelworkers. Were you any of the steelworkers? I would. Are you one of the people that was upset with Andrew Carnegie or Frick? Henry Clay Frick? Do you want us to be talking to you?
Have we talked to everyone already at the library that exists here? Not the rarest.
Not the rarest. Brought to you by try to sweep the other way.
Yeah.
Why is it going so fast?
Is there anything you would like for us to know before we close our investigation? Hello?
Hello? Would you like us to talk to you? Miss.
Yes? Oh.
Yes, I can hear yes. Yes? Is there anything important you have to say? Say fire. With those sirens in the background.
Can you hear the sirens in the background? Would you like for us to close this investigation?
Do you have any final things you have left to say that you haven't already had the chance to say?
I heard fire again.
Fire.
Huh?
Louder.
Oh. I heard that. Okay. I feel like we should say goodbye.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of silence too.
Alright.
Alrighty. Well, we would like to thank you for talking to us today. You cannot follow us home. We're just going to say that right now. You can't follow us home. We respectfully want to say goodbye to you. Thank you for everything. All the people we had a chance to talk to. Yeah. Hope you love the library as much as we do. Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye. All right.
Okay. Oh.
So we didn't get a lot of results out here. It's a little noisier too,
Yeah.
but I think we got a lot of good stuff inside the library too.
I agree.
I wonder if it's just because like we're outside and the spirits are like inside.
Yeah,
too.
it's warmer and cozier in there. It's not as loud. I feel like maybe that might be part of it.
Yeah, and that makes sense too, because like the library is like more of a like a quiet place. It can like you can like hear them more there too.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this was still fun.
I think it was still fun. What was your favorite investigation we got to do?
I really like doing the where you were blindfolded thing and like going through that. That was really fun.
Mm-hmm. The Estes method.
Mm-hmm. And I like talking to Derek too. Derek was fun. Yeah,
Derek was chill. Derek was really chill.
I had a good time with it. I feel like we're learning more and more. I think we're learning now, especially outside is probably not the best place to try to interact with spirits. But
because the elements of Pittsburgh don't lend well to a quiet place to film.
But now we know.
Now we know. Well, we're always so hopeful that it'll be nice and quiet and peaceful. But Pittsburgh is she's loud.
I felt like it was quieter out when we were shooting like B-roll out here earlier.
I know.
So it's like funny. I was like,
it's
damn,
just every
okay.
single siren, everything wants to go across has, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But this has been so wonderful.
Yeah.
I feel like we did get to speak to some things and got some closure with some different things.
I agree.
That's really great.
Yeah, I feel really content about this. This is almost like just the last thing we were doing just to wrap up to see if we could find anything. But I'm not disappointed.
No.
I'm really happy with what we found here today.
I agree.
In conclusion, there are many sources that provide vague mention of hauntings throughout both the libraries of Homestead and Oakland. There are a lot of secondhand stories without references or any indication as to where the information came from. Do you think it's Andrew Carnegie or the steelworkers, or both, haunting the century-old building in Homestead? Do you believe in the judge or the electrical worker located at the Oakland location? Are these all just stories? Or do you think it could be something or someone else entirely? I guess the truths of the haunted libraries of Pittsburgh will forever remain
a mystery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Stunning. Amazing. Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you for watching. We love you guys the most.
Please follow us on the Instagram at the Mystery Files _ and then follow us on the TikTok at
the Mystery Files Podcast.
Please give us a like, a comment, save us to your playlist, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your ghosts.
Tell your ghost friends. Please just let us know how you're liking everything. Yeah. If you have any suggestions for us, please let us know. If you know any places in Pittsburgh specifically that we could possibly investigate next, let us know. Yeah. Or any just regular mystery cases you'd like to see us cover. We appreciate you guys so much. So
Yes, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.
Goodbye.